And honestly, it should be maintained well.
Okay.
I say a challenge maintenance.
Yeah, because now a lot of challenges were coming.
But you have been helpful to our food. Maybe they don't know, but you've been very, very helpful to our food.
Well, posterity,
I see. So back to your party. Party, what you say? Formidable.
Yes, very, very formidable. But a new point, your person, you know. On say BBM no I to see nipa ya brabo BBM no ahwiase bi beba e ba wi a so original hokra as say we take you tie so say boxer ya bona wa to form o yes o petit precopa anya besan to form bi enti say we take you time na otobo now yeah but my fast that so koma party mpenfo ene ni ankasa former president in former president. J. Kufuor. Former president J. Kufuor, no former president, Nanado Danko Kufuor. There's a funny thing former presidents, free MPP. Existing former presidents. Free MPP. Now, you existing former vice president, also free MPP. You were one former president. Osaye former vice president. Osaye current president. 3 in 1. In free NDC. Who's that? Until a proper.
Strange and beautiful.
Yes. Actually, the kind of democracy I are building. Until a proper set 2028. The current president, President John Dramani Mahama, the President Michelle Obokako Jina Home, no Obokako can former presidents, no properly so called. Very, very proper.
That is the order of the day. Benim the India coffee for which is also. When you na duma.
No, yeah.
Oshieno Amemuno
2029. 2029. Oh, that 2029.
We are Namiadum.
Now, Uncle Khan. Former
and it is there. Meaning the international causes so they are babesi lane.
Sir, in Canan Kessa, your former president.
Okay, what do you know? And then imagine sanity. That's also Mrana or the year. And I make say, come not in Kessa say, Kabanaki, a former president, like your Omnian. Now, some Raman who quainty. Unza, a Sabe president. Into 2028, Mraman who quaint. We are. 2029. Are you saying that the president does not know that the constitution or pledges or be supportive of it? No. Are you saying that? Your inferences are not healthy because clearly, unim say or jitum say or be corner home gym, former presidents
no so proper.
Yeah.
Or maybe you.
But una am renim for. So GD say. A gray area in the may explore, and now say a emphatic.
There's no gray area. Then we you more former presidents.
But that does not stop him if the constitution allows.
Your mayor baby now umuza. It's the beauty of it. Former President J. Kufuor, the Moachi Papa. Now, former president.
You are in a hurry to call John Mahama a former president?
No, not in a hurry. 4 years more to go. After 4 years, now I'll call him, and you will call him, and
all of us.
Yes.
But as we speak, he's the president of
the Republic. Yes. Now, some accounts were 3 in 1. Were a former president, former vice president, and current president. And indeed, he had made a record. I don't know. Me be a near who called there, and be a wee to me. I'll be achieved with the same feat.
I think it'll be quite difficult.
Yeah, very difficult.
It's a very good achievement.
And he's in a very unique place. I'm saying this not out of malice, but
there's uniqueness in his political career.
Yeah. You can't open as one. You
can't take it away.
You can't take it away. And with New Patriotic Party, we are looking up J. Kufuor na Nadu Danko Kufuor. Party Mpensenpensenmu Kukudamwa, Oma Yibi Pen, and near day. Se baby a you win. Quaya, a befa so a beca in a boom. When him say, chief of staff for also so. Me and son. former chief of staff. Your former chief of staff me. Okay, Honorable Kojun Pieni. And then your name Frima Opare. And now the current chief of staff. He's supposed to have been the former chief of staff.
Hey, your observations are tight.
No, they say was chief of staff.
Wow.
Another unique.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So they come with their uniqueness. The two personalities.
Yes.
The chief of staff and the president.
Yes. Yeah. At New Patriotic Party or some penifo. Your penifo or Council of State, who may be any more pain. No so friend say, Nana Jabe.
Otu Sebo.
That's a bread. And also another unique personality. Why chairman for Council of State under two separate presidents. Regime. I didn't see it. I am penifo aye who and say on boy. Na Monty aye two. Na yade one. Say atonement. Atonement the honor kwa sorry. So ye be GM fum so bi atumu. Na nhu bi aba. Ye reconciliation, proper reconciliation. Na reconciliation so obesa kai je ekufo National Reconciliation Commission. That level no far no. Ye betumi amodel bibisa near the New Patriotic Party de aye de akaye ho abo. Ye na fe de aseda magana for ene obi bia twedi ampon. Na say unity party na muni e wono.
Oh, I see. So you continue to be a beneficiary of the Ghana we want, the Ghana we are building, under His Excellency.
A beneficiary of the
Ghana we all want, where fuel prices will be manageable.
So I feel Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and the woman can. I feel you na found the Ghana.
No, the Ghana we want. We
as in this generation. That time you peg Ghana na. First Republic, Second Republic.
We need to improve on.
The truth is, Ghana had been in existence up to this point. A bribia nenia will be better nenia oye. And the J. Kufo, min kai fi kra, mi kai a friend say
free maternal.
Golden age of business. Those were the days you were Juma to be na bank chesu.
Yeah, both don't come.
Those were the days now press or mine no betimi akọ nanim wo nyina so bi. And another Danko Akufo-Addo, we witnessed say yes Ghana mama num tisia ye ken na no ye can 5 million bi 3 point something million Ghana nkwala benefited from free SSS. Yes sir. And fie bia no discrimination fie bia mu e bia pi mu afri aba. Ye hunu akwan ahodo a yaye ewo man including ye ne ayen kran hey eno na makumase for ya na dube bia na ye bote no kofa sa palace mall ho no mo ba ene ade a interchanges ahodo a yaye no man mu under a particular government na Danko Akufo-Addo government. And under J.J. Rawlings, the first NDC government, we achieved a lot as a people. And anya fe kra no otimi concretize democracy. Yetimi kwa abato so to aba etia ne party e mane handi over successfully, peacefully. Those days in the Ghana that we want and an air rebuild.
It's an enhanced Ghana that we want.
Pardon?
An enhanced Ghana that we want.
Yes, of course. Now,
where we can now be bold to say, as business people, we can forecast because there's a certain stability when it comes to our cedi to the dollar, where we can now boldly say that the uniqueness of putting together the people to administer this country within the shortest possible time, where we can confidently say that issues relating to transport fares and fuel, a certain stability in terms of gains, where we can now say that there's an open forum for Ghanaians to espouse how they feel and what they think it should be done. These are the things that we say we are building on gradually to ensure that the country goes.
na manusu sisumrem COVID-2 bi anko free baby ma mempa bo nyina no say COVID-2 anase bibibi catastrophe bi global situation bi nko free baby ma na embedi real ye hu if you say at any point in time you are sitting if you are the among see a move akoye nimu a bibi external pressures ni ade bi betimi aba eba pe o ka yeru akofo penso at the tail end of na yi na sa economic mess no by my friends crunch financial meltdown ebe wi ase ma companies akese Thomas Cook no ma di 100 years nyina gugu ye and Akufo-Addo we all witnessed COVID and we witnessed this Ukraine-Russian war. Yenu no more opposition. Oma anyi antumu da kopem se oma aba abemu de afedi president nankasa ojitum say COVID any Ukraine war ahawiase nyina na my economy other countries nyina Ghana ka ho. Me minister for environment. You went to a friend is a conference. What admit enti ye mompae sa na montua ye tui baby a ye dure from aboni bi nkobom free baby ma na emewo so if you say we still have non-resilient economy, we still have a fragile economy,
admitted, but measures are prudent and key to solving a reasonable percentage of the challenges.
A friend says exchange rate yasemi I mean kit kakra bi ubusa ho say metie me am a professor Vladimir Ntwidanso and saying or say the fundamentals do not support
what is happening.
Yeah. Sikana eba fom. Na mo fidie so me be kan mo hwehwe ma me kan say sikana na ekosoro dollar no na bebree artificial. Apart from demand na wo wiase na be affect dollar you know. Ye wodi panum bi wo me mu businessmen, top businessmen speculative buying every 5 p.m. omoto dollar our system no de kogu. And there aban society they are forced to bring them back. And no more ba. And a demand that dollar no Russia and PBU, China and Brazil, South Africa, the BRICS block no omo dollar. Ana omo here dollar na bafo. Enti a combination. The tariff war na papa eko hu. Ba kwamra wedim a positive. Say when now wedim there tie. Hypertension. Yare na friend hypertension. Uzi ya sound ba akubi.
Ba ko ni den.
Hypertension. Hypertension ni high
moja no so.
Blood pressure.
Ana moja no from.
Ana moja.
Uzi no from the deadly.
Deadly. Enti wo currency no. Na ho den e wo soro. Second na ho den wo fo. Na very bad. E mo aye. They say na ho den na e kosoro. A kosra with and also so they have so only say you are killing export drive. Exporters, oh my yeah, Juma, yeah, near ma, export to Kogane. Take your trouble and then ask them.
So it's a balancing act.
Exactly. At what point, if you don't take care, near balancing at the point here, near say dollar above from we will end up with no export.
Which will greatly affect us.
Seriously. That's a economic policy fundamental. You see, reduce imports, increase export. That is all. If you don't have policies that are going to help increase export. Now importation now never cost because dollar is cheap. Enti me metimi akosisa dollar na makọ amanone baby bia we say na makoto bebre na me de aba. Now be good a flood
competitive. Now local
now okay local industry.
So the good, the bad, and the ugly, whichever way, let's appreciate the gains. And hope that it is sustainable.
Me say, me appreciate you because all along me personally, me said the near cost artificial. Me I knew said the near cost galloping in an artificial because the fundamentals does not support. See, and dollar baba be drew 10 cities. Yes, sir. And now 10 plus.
9.
Inflation are dropping. Prices are dropping. No. Bayira bo kwa na ekosoro.
So there's a missing link.
There's a missing link. Cement Cement is about 130 cedis or 140 cedis.
It depends on maybe 120, 130, 128.
Come out there with your fancy 110. Not all are near 15 cedis, you know. Buy or inheriting at 15 cedis, you know.
The reality check was 110, 95, 120. In terms of cement, when the dollar was stronger than now being weaker, cement as of that time, as in more pension, 120, 150.
No.
100. If we 95.
85.
95.
85.
95.
But say now me to cement 85.
Me last me na ye construct you fan ku building bi. So 95.
Mumu osika tu mu ko to ready an board. You fan ku fu osika. Now 85 when the dollar was 15 cedis.
Yeah.
Now 85. Wo dey kwamran fa dey na 100 cedis.
Yeah.
Enti Kofi Manu a owo German owo US. Na u si diamond wa ha no. Obrel $100 that time. Now, because we have 1,500 cedis. Meboa. Until say na cement 100 cedis. Now we have 15 bags. And then Kofi Manu did the same $100.
I share about 920.
This is about saying.
It's all yeah. We have 980.
980.
And I say
until 9,000. We just say.
So we have
980. And a cement here 130. Una nima konta bomam ubenya cement
you yes cement
there be economy is all about these little lies about your pocket
uba basket ni mo
enti say ye tauto dollar no conform cedi na kosoro e good but ye sa fundamentals in here enti you say $100 Kofi Manu de bebre ne maame abre o no Osise obenya 980 cedis.
Mensa memma refi say.
Obo no musuo so okoto cement ya.
Ebo no so.
Obeto cement less than unya say 6.
Emma refi say. Na me aduma August. You besa I the serious shake we afo afunu mu ma.
Yamon paye na de ba.
And let me end with you by saying say.
Ne ba ye de na ehu.
Let me join by saying say this morning it is only proper to admit and sing that song. Say, Mahama continues to be the hope every Ghanaian needs as of now until further notice.
Oh, why not? Only leader.
No, not
only
just a leader.
And our sign social contract with the people of Ghana.
Not just a leader. Some leaders disappoint. Some also make sure there's smoothness. But I'm saying that.
Let me put you in a proper perspective. Cast your mind back, 2017. First 6 months of the
goodwill of Nana Dankwa.
That's the point.
Okay, so
we all saw it. We saw it throughout the first term. Send your man.
I feel all
we copy say COVID the baby. Until I'm saying, you are Mahama. When you good start, when you good work, you mom pay.
Okay.
Say because say ya na or how be me boom.
Okay. So
how be a
Nicholas, it is saying. Kokofuba come bounce but my man into because say what na baby you had the solution to our challenges in terms of fighting that illegality and you deliberately ignored it. That you put across guns and then you put across planes. You are solving the problem for us. And the tracking system, the minister but it's going to be improved and enhanced. In Jubabasu, that guns and planes or helicopters could solve that problem for us.
Many problem.
Oh my God! The last time I checked, 3 weeks, 4 weeks back or whatever. Oh no, no, that's okay. Now I go everywhere.
Oh my!
Yeah. Who did me? Me baby
No, national security.
Me say, me put it to him.
Okay.
John was the word we say.
Me penny say. Me penny say.
And that's the born issue. He was in to ensure say an illegality will not happen on the constituency. So I said, but also not buying also. But now I say, oh, Omuchi will be inside the two and chili. Oh, that system no. But you say, whoa. Baby, you come to your pa, you go pee on him, say,
Oh, no, Pachawana.
David, you have to chopper. No, no, there's no, no, person, Bonnie, because
Anna, been here, been here, if you are a Pacha, you are moving with them.
Oh, ready, I go ball.
And
What must office I should be at
oh, yes, we are to Akoda. Yeah, that was so. I think you might account and say, I think every day behind you learn something.
Good.
Exactly, but we have promised we always be there for our people.
Good.
It's Bana Unya, no man say, you take it now, you learn something and you move on. It will be our cause.
Okay. So, but parties, you know my question?
Oh, mine, Eddie Kano, Minda was it. Naminchia, me am offer. Say, I am a father. Honorable Ponfosu. Yes, and new and a young copa. And member parliament 2021. No, and I remember when I chose one constituency, and I'm a corner, and a temana EPA, no office. No, it's Michiano. Michian
Honorable to say,
but you know, do I see a corner now into Minkosa? So I'm much over brave.
Where was it? Try now.
I mean, your body at for, and I mean, I am a constituency for you now. I'm in Fee East, additional winning Assassin at Teto Quam was a motosum, you know, on your tranquil. I'm a party paying for Chairman Atochi and the MC, everybody. The regional minister, area nurse in Nanatukumu, Chairman Micho Bibia, the national leadership. Oma Henry. And pay now can be say Ghana we want Hong Kong now the chassis no exactly so now a new man by say Mahama is the hope anye fallacy about the reality and we share the Ghana we want because say abra MPP wa ban now omahene we share collapsing of banks as against President Kufuor now for akase utifia near the loan no against the Nadwa, Obe collapse here. We share inflation, a rocket could do 52%. Or mine in the history of Ghana, Nadwa Bresono. Now say, you be that. It's what you could do. You are Mahama Bayano. As we speak, inflation was 21.1. You hope say a better trick down. Or mine, we show Momo Bakase arrogance of power. Samreno and Tessa. High cost of living. It will chrome her. The way normal boko could do ye, fuel boar, a dye boar, a diane boar, Samreno, and Tessa. Taxes are a kum businesses. Nina ne koso. Mahama is a hope. So when in a narrative has changed, Mino can say 11 na a MP or yare. Ye nisi ambulance mu e ba manebe passi 11. The reason being say, si approve 11. Ye rose nyina ye beye inti ga oba me constituency a Opon Valley kwan the Rampon kwan Afransia kwan Wasamampon kwan Amani Krom kwan Musia so kwan Social so kwan nke e beye kwan nyina nso o mahene e fa no mo.
Are we seeing all these things in touch with?
We are not seeing it. O mahene oba me constituency na ye kan kwan a Amenfi East ya kwan nyina no o mahene say ye reshaping bebre na nsunsuo totoi entumi sustain ni nyina no Mahama the Ghana we want this as Omayene. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, what he has done in the history of Ghana politics in this fourth republic, you know, ebibeba this HA because within 120 days of promising, he is the only president awaba. Also the 60 ministers beyejuma. As we speak, he's working with even 56 ministers. It has never happened in the history of this country before. Omayene aban bia no habefa oman say a dollar ni a cedi relationship no obeka say dollar no the cedi no atumi enya hoden a battle dollar no e ma dollar na drop it. Always appreciate it. MPP inherited the dollar as at 2017 no 4.2. President Kufuor ba na dollar ni nye kra no the obeya ne say e yombeye cedi redenomination e $1 1 cedi no. But the reality is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the year to force the dollar is dropping. I don't know how you come on say Omahene and reflect here. Omahene, it is too early because here case barrier boy day, body boy day no. These are seasonal products. yenso na Adom danko Akufo-Addo okoi silo no mo ka so mbesisi to keep your food no omo ntumi anye ntie nche bi e be trick it down omo in the history of Ghana omo hin astute journalist ayebo abaso abribi e show from far no omo hin aban be na aba ama driver fo nyina agya to say ye take the price of transportation so 15%. Omo hin me no ka say fuel I drop it 8 consecutive times within the space of year John Dramani Mahama Baya. Omahene, your His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Baina. Shebebia a chronoma tiding. Everybody is part of the country. Your friend Ghana. Omahene, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Bae. She the discipliner. A system is the reason why the dollar is trading where it is. Bloomberg, as at last month, Omo Baut Beka say, a Ghana city no is competing among all currency we are seeing now. In Africa, as we speak today, Ghana's currency, the cedi, is the strongest among all trading currency in Africa because again, 40% are stronger. No currency beats me a battle. And then mine, it takes leadership. And that's why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, what he's doing, it has never happened before. So there was a question and I was on mine when we were going for the election. Now, Uncle Mubusa said, Mahama obey. But the question has been answered. Say Mahama ba ema dollar number form. Mahama ba ema dwedifu ani age. Mahama ba ema the business class or mine itself no. When you have confidence in the system. Now as a business person like Omahini, you can plan. Because say the way a dollar cedi na call, you can plan. Say this month, 2 months, this is what I'll do. Omahini building materials. Na Adom danko Akufo-Addo abreso 2024 2025 handle over Obama constituency Mpensenpensenmu iron rods Omahene na a ton of iron rods no near a ton of what is it 10,500 cedis which is 105 million old Ghana cedi as we speak this year in my constituency Omahene 8,600
iron
rods Omahene cement MPP fee power my constituency fees near ton 120 as you were saying. Now say 130. But we are now in my constituency fees a bag of cement now is being sold 115 depend on the type of even gas and cry depend on the type now open. So it is too early. But the fundamentals need support because you're about me yet as say when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate what expose you.
But in this case, your exchange rate is not exposing you; it's giving you the best. But the fundamentals are weak in relation to termination and revocations, in relation to the fight against that illegality called galamsey, in the issue about how our intelligence bodies are now, operating in the system. And these are the weakest in terms of your fundamentals. So we will come back to those aspects of it.
Exactly. But you're the man who see now the whole Kenny now. And the man His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. His Excellency. I say sabi your man any diemu. A cra etu nimpa channel. You for one day so.
There be so gibre.
Exactly. And no will share of I say. O man so seji His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Oh yeah na.
Oh yeah no. Usha. There's hope. Abibi abakoso. Because this canker about what illegal mining. I'm coming from Western region. I never knew of any town or community called Abrewan and Crime until say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Baya. Movement people flash your money out. Who gave licenses to people to mine in our forest reserve?
Nobody will do that.
Nobody will do that. Who did that? Who did that? Under whose regime?
But people, APA is an indictment. Oh, you are aware. People were given the mandate to go and mine in the forest reserves. Are we sure about this? If you get education from Mr. Isi, you said there are forests there, you might think it's a reserve. Yes. But under the Minerals Commission laws, they have given them that opening to enter those forests.
Exactly. So who did that? And you buy mining. And Rayera Mahama or Kasa Ashanti region. Now 2 for Bonabaso. Ghana in Bonabaso 2 for say a coin the other one in this so. But they were starting a fair. I need to support you. It's not paying for a global bar. No, I see. In this Fourth Republic of mine in indicators, fair. nema reshemu ema mabunu adwuma. This is the president. He is fulfilling almost every single promise he made during the 2024 campaign.
Okay, Mpensia, Nenko try hombra, but meanwhile, it's a happy birthday to WO2 Mahama Comfort from the Ghana Armed Forces Training and Doctrine Command Headquarters, Wessel Barracks, Teshi Camp. Wishing you good health and prosperity. Nana Pia Paying and on the way Abanti. Happy birthday, W2 Mahama Comfort. You could try one by your back. Honorable Nicholas Baby on that bit. Nafi Chairman Kukufuaba Abechiri the interwent device and I went deploy some means to end that illegal business and the issue about Chairman Untumi and matters arising. In a minute, we'll be right back. Well, yes, Joy News Habitat Fair First Clinic, no? Mekao say Egusuka Makamona, so as EcoBank, Virtual Security Africa, Superlock Technologies Limited, and DBS Industries Limited, The Builders Market, Less Fortune Limited, and Clifton Homes, and Interplast. Ona say ase Okwansu Kusukra. The here can see a be part of this because ehun here say wa utiminya ofi tinimu na hu enyoma etonton fa efiona is a bibi ekwa kama. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair with the designed with you in mind. Ebesha say if you are June 20 to Kwesiada June 23 at Achimota Retail Center, the first clinic EcoBank for the bro Joy News Habitat Fair 2025. Kaihunu say dream it, own it, and live it. And Maureen Fee, your Malta Guinness, so important, and pay you anytime, good to go. That energy na at the bro no kwanso. For Nicholas Amankwa is East. Amenfi East. Homeboy. Emi twa modom na nas e ona muze na yin bobo homeboy na say. Say wo jiwe nipa wa say. Ya chiamu nyina and then Chairman Kukufu Mekao say onyame na dom na that time let's to open up for a general secretary position now. Or step in na okay them bit me aye the aboa nti. I see ahini for no indirectly we are announcing that this is it. Timo way Chairman Kokofu na fi mo endorse na yenko yanim. Chairman, so mebusa nyoma 2 kambo me brain nti. EPA current year chief executive no ne thinking odiaba. In the suggestion, I think so. Because I think I'll be to many as Adiana. We machine tuna. Obe breaking the front of that illegality. So I mean, him say one more year she say obey most more there. And I say one of the easiest means to get this front this be break. And then 2, Chairman want to be matters arising, and you pick same or other matters that don't.
Okay. Yo, a quick one. Next second say me onim say netna ha na chairman na de cook atna ha and now tna ha na me matna depending on obakane na anyway Germany ni Holland for so much now na okay time ni na me ni ha ba memne efia dey enti meti ni wo no aha me papa honestly na onyame fa ne crancy. So open one fine politician or you straight now or any name I said it here. Apart from some football administrator.
Yeah, football, Olympics.
Yeah. And then Accra House of Folk. Chairman, when you're in for crazy, it is so sad for me to say goodbye, but Sana when you're it has to be 3rd June, and then 3rd June.
Correct.
Flooding.
Very bad day.
Very bad day. Read the newspaper, the man who say Nigeria floods. More than 700 dead in Mokwa. Yeah. New Ghanaian Times, page 4. And now page 5. And flooding. To draw na jina ya dream po. Ne ya dream po ne nema yenye ni yeso. Maybe my memory where you know so. Chief Executive of Officer of Environmental Protection Authority, new agency BMO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, authority.
Authority. We are powerful, sir.
Yeah. TO EP Act, Environmental Protection Act. Man, I'm passing. 11/24 of 2025. I my EPA to me papa near Hode. Chief Executive Sir, why interview? Mattis and Cropos also of a two and a helicopter 5 na debut. Within 2 weeks of a flash out Galamsey. Well, maybe I'm a fan say yes, be a pair two and Niama, but in broader sense, she's talking about resources. EPA needs resources. In fact, the ministry itself. But now when it comes to the fight against illegal mining, EPA, Ubia Bebo EPA, Ubia Bebo ministry, needing. Now so a buying Biara, including Miyama by a chair, Munia by a way. Yes, she said to fight illegal mining. She should be a baby outside EPA, near environmental ministry. Now resources near the amount a group. Now say, okay, say, Memo and my be a white t-shirt in yellow bee. So you're training woman and quack fight. It be about
blue water gas.
Your room is a blue water gas. It be all. Only a two in a coy. They have been placed under cocoa bond, gold bond. Yet Chelsea can resources. I don't know for my EPA for now. Any that recruitment, now passes through. The EPA holds the mandate, and indeed the new act, EPA to me, and they are to even make sure that you may to say Minerals Commission. Ministries cry, obey me at Chua do a court because on your way. And here, Rabano, she's talking about resourcing the place. Mati said, recruitment near the whether open or not open, but it's in the right direction. Maybe could do on 380, the whole Ghana, 380 staff. I had to take permission from the president and then sector ministers. Professor from Paul Boateng, then later Dr. Kwekwe Friye, to expand the population, the staff. To me, double no could do 760. There were virtually no vehicles, fleet of vehicles or more rickety. Again, we took permission and they thought about 50 vehicles at the mount. These are Rabani here more of such. As staff motivation, Eba. As I say, one to me, society no, and our public need you to me say EPA was that to me no was our one day no. We see baby or you're the police of the environment. Son of person in all cases. Now we can say, I said that. But you the 2 weeks be Google and say, buy a galam say, I don't have a problem. Because that was a Nansa Ejumai, admittedly. A whole cartel itself, a soft womb, journalists womb, politicians womb, doctors womb, engineers womb, and son of woman who are more from one. Now about no say about Sonia. Would my champion, honorable champion.
Set a champion. Set a champion. A champion, Richard Champo.
No constituency.
Also, beer.
Saying Menino Parliament, he insisted sending the constituency there. Into your one classmates be war, a general Omilana because I'm Peneda as an MP. Minim said, "Your chinchim in South to the China."
And easy.
Easy. And I support the chief executive call, but on the skills, resources, but a tune a giant helicopter, and one will be chair Ghana forces and the police. See, I know that idea, and they will be, and any idea 5 now will be a bit me solve a problem. No. And EPA is not set up in a combative kind of combat. Would the rather than the Juma, and then also a quasi security institution anyway, per the law, new law. And you know, strengthen all staff near more requisite training to the extent say, if maybe do now you be passing on through our rapid response system now, Forestry Commission, under a period. Be a Forestry Commission war, they say response task force. They can move in well equipped. BBM, be a known ordinary towards it, which is a laudable idea. I sympathize with her, and I sympathize with the minister, the sector minister as well. But yeah, BBB, BCB, ever free EP, for environmental. But who system, your system, country, government upon government. Every budget, annual budget, the EP allocation is zero. Zero. Ministry of Environment budget zero. What do I say? EPA, IGF, yes, your known subvention here. But there are certain resources that the state must put at the disposal of the institution. Now, omutimi working. Me call me idea ba akupedi. Galamsey fight na worker. Be the can't share a profile all staff, particularly on my mining sector. If you say be involved, or Galamsey and directly or indirectly, me can't say none. EP staff back anywhere, no involved or Galamsey. And these are kind of people I see do omukojina forefront. They almost fighting against this illegal mining. And you know my interest. When the sectors that have vested interest, if Minerals Commission or no them Raman requirement chair permit now or chair concessions. Now the sector ministry, lands and natural resources or no sign lease in the now pay institution ama monitor or no more year one jumana I am for so long now. Not the same woman and momukwe. A resource one. How do you get results? So the neutral, and indeed, EPA is not about neutrality. I am mandated by law. And the lady is calling on the public and indeed government, Mr. President. I know how passionate you are with the environment. Please, let us resource the place. They are capable of doing the job.
Okay, Chairman.
Very dedicated.
Interfesi Hamame.
Na
Nicholas in fact 2 minutes in wrap.
Chairman won to me. I'm chairman, regional chairman. Yadam penifo nyina ase. Obi bia mpaebo, obi bia ne otimi abefi. Na me de 2013 he went through the same ordeal. Nkofo refi. Only say nke hu hia se ebesan ababie osa. Me nkasa obi ye bone a ye mfre no ana ye nene nkasa ana ye musa no bidabi. Na emum kwa ye befa so asif say ye twewaso ye yese emredu we must stop this. Ghanaians are not happy with MPP and DC on this call.
Okay.
My whether Mr. TV baby of a year no. I say Ghana for Dodona no almost support His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Say o share bossa ye share Ghana for say as part of our manifesto they say ye ba o man sika bi akodi nkwanta bi an ye be see ensabeka. Ono no nche say witch hunting. Inti politician bi a wanya akwanya wosom. Hwe say enye o private business.
Hwe Mike camera na catch your party for no o manya akwanya. That's what I claim. So a phone son I say here we know. A phone son here we know through emra kwanzo.
Exactly.
Into the camera na
it's o man we know I say every politician no you are accountable to your people. Into unya kwanya na wosoma no wan say maybe be ba ye be frɛ no wakobu eye nkonta ye frɛ wo no nya witch hunting provided say mra no be ye dey e be ye adwuma nti ye wo kroma so aye ma mra nya adwuma anya sa na obi ade no hide behind the mra na e kro be o man be na ye chichi o man ye wa ha ya singi eye $58 million edi akoye cathedral amaya results nti o chine bi ne frɛ those responsible for that expensive manhole na anya witch hunting ye to kroma o man ye se be ye sky train ye di $2 million akweshem ye nya mfaso nti ye frɛ those involved anya witch hunting o man hene $12 million aya poalugu ye koye ye nya hwe nti ye frɛ ma anya witch hunting. So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama NDC aban no enye de obi aye ne ye ni bi but eye mra ne ye adwuma na ye me dese eye the lawyer for Yewura eye want to me eye and the appear on say okasase statement professional lawyer or say process no more firm no eye the money which was put on the head of eye Yewura want to me no and o want me meet eye bail condition on Friday no na so omunya no Friday na nkomo eye no omo grante na yi ema eye yewura and is it Gali Animako is it Gali Animako man
Gary Animako
yes ono kra so wa block yewura what is it the lawyer for yewura want me because say oka say anamo no to say o Supreme Court akosiki eye reduction of eye ni be eye nti no na ama na ntumi ama so in a nutshell no emra na eye adwuma emra no so ye say enim bonkum na enim nifa inti Ghana for your support His Excellency John Dramani Mahama baby odi o mine kon na me mo the sector minister responsible for lands and natural resources yewura Amakufibua wo share ofa the experience awanya no na o kasa that sector no sector it is very involving and when it come to Mpensenpensenmu krom ha o ma hene na me ka say ekura sebi etu akra ache no ni mia no enye easy but anamo a wotu hwe blue water gas wo hwe omode aba anamo omutu omo support
honorable Mankwa ka say blue water gas exposing them to danger and you ask a very important question they go there with what whistleblowers endangering their lives. In the term whistleblower, how do you expose that person? We have to be fair to the situation. I don't know. Forest gas. For these water gas are whistleblowers. They've lived in the community for long, so they know the nitty-gritty. But the danger here is that they shouldn't be known. They should not be known.
One thing I say, the abuano say, ono no wo ho nto nim say ebia ABC na eye adwuma
but say in the internet crash we know how a crash we operate you know the how we operate Kofi Gangari at one so ko church and say we no dey
o so nim say adwuma o person oye no nti say won so ko report and say do the right thing no one hear the right thing now attack you and
the power of personal branding
okay you be see anyway yeah, they'll be here. Thank you so much for your time.